So that you have a good example of what I want you to do in this, I'll go ahead and give an example answer for the NYX lip gloss. Type the company name. And then whenever you're making a table, you get to pick what numbers you put for X. But since we're talking about real products, I need to pick some positive numbers to go in here. So I'll put like 1, 2, 5, 10. And the one that I'm actually going to answer is for 10. So let me just look back and see at the scenario. We have NYX lip gloss is selling for $8.50 per tube. $8.50 per tube and then no shipping fee. So that means if I plug in 10 for X, that means I'm paying $8.50 10 times. So let me just get my calculator, do 850 times 10. I picked the easy one because I can just do $85. So on my graph for NYX, I would have a point that has an X of 10 and a Y of 85. I have two different graphs here though. If you look at the background of one slide has lip gloss, and the background of the other slide has oil. So if you look at the background image, that's how you know which graph you're going to use. Since I'm doing lip gloss, I'm going to be using this first graph. And I had the point 10 for X with 85 for Y. And now I need to put that in there, and I'm going to use the shape tool to do that. I'm going to put a circle. 10, 85, and I'm going to drag. I believe Mr. Lopez showed you a different way to do this. And I'm going to put a fill in there so that way it's a solid circle. And then as you come up with the Y's for these other points, you would add more dots. So that the graph actually makes sense and you can tell your two companies apart, you should pick a color for each one of these companies. Since on my graph I put an orange dot for NYX, I'll change this and I'll highlight it to be orange, the same orange. And I'll change this table to be an orange table. This other company, I want it to be a different color. I'll make this one blue. You can pick any two colors that you want. Just make sure that one of your companies has one color for its dots and then line. Once you have all of your dots on the graph, you will need to connect them with a line using the line tool. I only have one dot, so I'm going to do it like that. Yours may look different once you fill in these other spaces, depending on the y-intercept going with your company. So make sure you fill in the table completely before you do your graph. The last thing you'll have to do in this presentation is label the point of the intersection with an ordered pair. So once you have your two graphs, I'm just going to pretend that the other one looks something like this. And let me change it to blue. And let me change this one to orange. You will need to label where the two graphs intersect, which is where the two lines cross. Let me zoom in so I can get a better view of it. Where those two lines cross, I'm going to put a dot. And then I'm going to label it with a text box also, because I need to put the ordered pair of that location. That location of my random graph. This may not be your answer, but it's around 432. So in that text box, I have my open parentheses. I'm going to put 4 for X and 32 for Y. I'm going to close my parentheses. I'm going to change this color because it's blending in too much to the background. I'll make this whatever color that is. It's like a pinkish. Once you have all your dots, once you have your lines, once you have your intersection and your labels, you're done. If you do exactly like I just did, which is you take what they said in the scenario and you use that to make the table, then you use your table to make your graph, it won't take very long at all. Good luck on your assignment. Send your teacher a message if you have any questions about this.